A better title for this movie would have been Assassins on a Plane. This past Monday, what the heck day was it? The 5th? I think it was the 5th. Sorry, I'm not looking at my calendar. I went to go see the Regal Mystery Movie Monday, did a live stream about it the next day, but I had a fun enough time with this film that I wanted to just talk a little bit about it in a separate review. It was for the movie Fight or Flight, starring Josh Hartnett and Katie Sackhoff. Can't remember who else, but I feel like this movie has already come out, or at least in limited, because it's already available on the 7 Seas, y'all. So I don't know where I'm getting my memory of the release of this thing mixed up, but it is just now coming out apparently wide. Whatever. I enjoyed this movie. There was a lot of laughter, but there's also a lot of suspension of disbelief to be had. When I realized that this movie wasn't something that was necessarily taking itself seriously, it worked for me. So I was able to have fun with it. Whereas if it had been something that, I'm trying to think of a recent movie that took itself so seriously and I just couldn't with the silliness of it. Shoot, not coming to me right now, but you guys will probably know what I'm trying to explain to you. Josh Hartnett stars this former Secret Service guy who is basically on the outs with his government because of reasons. And there is a cyber hacker terrorist-y type of person who the agency is trying to apprehend. So they offer him this way to get his life back, basically. If he will get on this plane, he's like somewhere in Asia. I can't remember if it was Singapore or so. I don't remember, but he's like over there because he's on the outs, with his country. So they offer him a way to get back to his normal life if he gets on the plane and apprehends this ghost character. The character's name is Ghost. That's the name they go by in the cyber hacking stuff that they do. So he gets on the plane, but unbeknownst to him, most of the passengers of the plane are assassins, bounty hunters, who are also coming after Ghost. And Katie Sackhoff, she's like the head honcho of this agency or department, wherever she is. There are some twisty things that happen as you find out more about the characters and betrayals and things like that. But it's also crazy action, crazy kills, extremely violent, very, very gory as far as the way people are killed and all of the blood, but at the same time, hugely comedic. There was a lot of laughter, and I was one of them in the theater. My movie buddy and I, we were just hooting and hollering. Some of the things, like there was a moment where there's this crazy knockdown, drag out, killing fight happening, and someone on the plane is taking a video. It was just like, oh, how typical. And other stuff, like there's a moment where Josh Hartnett's character gets high as a kite on something that he has ingested. And the way they portray that whole scene, because there's all this violence going on around him, but it is so funny. It's worth watching just for the mayhem that is happening and the fight choreography that is happening and just all of the crazy. Yes, like I said, huge suspension of disbelief that you have to go into this film with, and don't take it too seriously because this film doesn't take itself too seriously. I mean, it sort of does, but at the same time it doesn't. But it was a lot of fun. I'm not so sure that it's necessarily something that you must see on the big screen, but as always, for me, that's the most enjoyable way to experience a film, generally speaking. But I do think that for people who are fans of crazy action, comedy, it's certainly worth your while to check it out. Josh Hartnett is the standout in here. He is so fun. The way he plays his character, he's such a good actor, and I've always liked him ever since I saw him in H2O. And it's kind of cool to see that it seems like he's coming back a little bit. I don't know, it felt like he kind of dropped off the scene for a while, and now he's sort of back. And I thought he did great in here. He was just so entertaining to watch and worth it for sure. I don't really have a crap ton of cons to say about this film. It's not going to be something that ranks right on up there because I recognize the absurdity of the story and the absurdity of the things that were happening. But just like with Deadpool and Wolverine, I didn't care because I was having too much fun with these characters. Well, specifically Josh Hartnett's character. So I do recommend checking it out, and hopefully you'll enjoy it as well. But, you know, if not, let me know. As always, invitation to let me know what you think about whatever is under discussion. So I don't think I have anything else right now to say about fight or flight. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up instead of just meandering on and on and on with my words. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.